Hey everyone, it is Saturday and I am going to post a little bit about what has been going on with property taxes in my area. I know in a lot of areas this is happening, so I certainly don't think that the area that I live in is special in this regard. But I wanted to mention I looked at my property assessment and it has increased quite a bit over the last couple of years. The total assessment from 2021 to the suggested assessment for 2023 has nearly doubled. It hasn't quite doubled, but it's almost doubled in 2 years. So, from a taxation perspective, just to kind of give you an idea of what that means, it jumped 19.84% in 2022 compared to 2021, and 46.36% is the suggested change that they're intending to make between 2022 and 2023. Now, I want to make this understood. I understand that paying taxes on the assessed value is important to assist the city in running. I totally get that. I also realize that when the assessment goes up, the overall value of the property, is supposed to go up to coincide with that. Otherwise, it's fraudulent figures. If I can't potentially get this out of the property right now, then that would constitute fraud. So I'm not suggesting that that's what's going on. I'm simply stating that in one way, that high jump in the amount could be construed to be a positive depending on how you're looking at it. But if you're in a situation financially where that huge increase is going to be difficult for you to financially cover, this could potentially cause you to struggle to stay in your home. So that is why there are supposed to be tax reliefs, rehabilitation credits, things like that, that are factored into this to make sure that people still have the ability to stay in their homes. Because obviously, salary increases are not keeping up with this level of tax inflation, because that's what it looks like to me. It appears to be tax inflation. And I don't know if this is consistent with what everybody else saw between 2021 and 2022, and then the 2022 to 2023 changes. But I think it's pretty significant that in roughly 2 years, the overall assessed value has almost doubled. From a cost perspective, that's pretty substantial. And just looking at what it was last year compared to what they intend to make it this coming year, they are going to be essentially charging an additional $70 per month. That would have to be factored into my escrow. So I don't know about you, but that's a huge amount of money. That's groceries for a week or two. So I just wanted to throw that out there and find out if anybody else is experiencing this sort of thing. And same thing happened with my land. My land expenses for the assessment more than doubled too. So I don't know what to say about that other than how can they justify that unless a person is getting salary increases to be able to afford these adjustments. Otherwise, it feels a lot like they're trying to tax people into a position where they can't afford to stay in their homes. And that doesn't seem ethical. It certainly doesn't seem constitutional, because from a constitutional perspective, we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We also have the right to property, and part of that right to property means that our rights to property are not to be infringed by our government servants. So I just wanted to throw that out there and see what you guys think about this. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that there are a ton of tax dollars going to fund programs that we're not in support of, but we've been given no say in. So at a certain level, that feels a bit like extortion. Just wanted your opinion.